you're old. You're going to be out. You're putting yourself out there. Nobody's making you do this. You're doing this yourself. So you got to be,
Right.
you got to be the best you can be. So then it's easy for me. But right now, I'm in this transition period in COVID. Like I'm gonna need a Goggins call here in a minute. I'm about to puss out. I'm gonna need Goggins to call and just cuss me out like a bitch. But it's just trying to get that workout. I'll go upstairs and do some bench, see what I can. Okay, yeah. That's,
with your shoulder, I can't imagine that you still do benching. It's crazy.
Yeah,
because that's the thing that fucks shoulders up the most. Exactly, really, is benching.
I tore my pec benching early or '99. I used to train with this guy. He passed away. His name was Brian Adams Crush.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my best friends, and he grew up in Hawaii, and he'd go down. He's always in the ocean, and just incredible. Funny story about Brian. So I met him when I first started with WWE. I met him in a gym, and I don't know anybody there really. And he's on a squat rack, and he's got 315 on it. And he comes over, hey, you mind spotting me, right? And I said, yeah, sure. So he's moved up to the he's up on the bar and he's getting his hands on it. So when you spot somebody when you think they're about to squat, you grab them, underneath, right?
Right.
So I go and I grab him, right? And he goes, "What the fuck are you doing? What are you?" I don't know how politically correct. I won't use the expletives in the derogatory. Yes. You're following me, right?
I gotcha.
Okay. So he goes, "I'm not going to squat this. So this would crush me. I'm on a military press it." 315 behind the neck. He did 8. Boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
Boom, and racked it. I was like, and he was 6'7", right? Big upper body.
That's a lot of fucking weight to military press.
It's standing.
Holy shit.
Not on a Smith machine. He just did it, right? Huge upper body, like pull cues for legs, but but anyway, that was my training partner, right? So we're training one day, and I was rehabbing a groin injury, and I was just about to go back to work, and feeling really strong one day. So I got 485 on, and Brian was a social butterfly, right? So he's talking to the guy over here. So he unracks it. I go down. 1. I'm like, oh, fuck, that felt good, right? So I come down for the second one. And it felt like, when a fish starts to hit a line?
Yes.
It starts tugging? Well, that's what that's what I feel. It's like, doof.
Oh, no.
Brian's oblivious.
Oh, no.
So I'm sitting there with 485 on my chest like this. Like, Brian. And he's like, and he comes, come on, you got it. You got it.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, look, I could already tell it was just fucking gone. So he fucking upright rose this shit off of me.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, adrenaline, and I'm just like, oh shit. I tore the muscle from the tendon, and
Did you get it reattached?
Yeah, I got it reattached, and another time, Dr. Bird tells me, he goes, I know you know a lot more about medicine than I do. He goes, you tear it again, I'm not going to be able to fix it. So you might want to do your rehab. And back then I do half-ass rehab and get back to work as soon as I could. But
how long did it take to recover from that?
That took a while, and it was a long time. That was about an 8-month rehab on that one. And then I didn't bench again for years.
Yeah.
I was just scared I don't want to tear it again. But
yeah, it's a scary one.
Yeah, it was.
Torn pecs are weird. I had a friend who had a torn pec and he never got it fixed. So he had this like weird, crazy divot. Yeah, it was real odd. It's like he had extra tit here, and this was like a hole.
It's crazy how tough wrestlers are. I remember one of the Piper things that I remember the most is we were hanging out a lot. He was doing stand-up at the Comedy Store in some of the last years of his life, hanging out there a lot late night with me and Barris. Like, we would all just go to the diners afterwards, and he would drive a lot, and he was having trouble with his shoulder, sort of famously, for a month. And he's like, oh, God, when he was turning his steering wheel, it was like, oh, you could tell. Even though he obviously had a very high tolerance for pain, extremely high tolerance for pain, he's like, shoulder. He's like, yeah, I'm going to a doctor in a couple weeks. And the whole couple weeks, my shoulder, geez Louise. And then after that, he's like, yeah, I went to the doctor. Turns out my neck's broken. Yeah, just had a broken neck.